I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move for...
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On on 1st and 10. Bryant, they set up the screen to Hill. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Bryant. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Off the play fake. Bryant trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And some room to work. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, he was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd and 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Come on now, let's go!
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game. All right, there's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Bryant. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morgan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action. Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing now is Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now it's Trubisky. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Trubisky now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Trubisky. Got his man, that's Harry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video from coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Trubisky, and he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's caught by Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, team, get off the field.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half. We've had guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now Trubisky on third and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Pulled in at the 24. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trubisky will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get, right? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Trubisky now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the draw, here's Williams. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. And an alley to run. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to take off with it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you? All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this run.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come... The offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a big... Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And a completion to Wilson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So the Patriots coming out now. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who has been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument when you can say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way. It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it. Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection,
but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Now Trubisky lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of